Okay, we're here late in the afternoon on Tuesday, right? Coming into New York. We're about 28 miles away from the harbor entrance. We're down below doing some navigating and stuff. We've got the Cuisine boat. That behind us about 4 miles. Everybody else is a couple miles behind them. We got some tough competition getting in here as the winds are changing around, so like that. So Matt's down below here, and he's looking at the computer and figuring out the currents and stuff.
Yeah, I need to point something out. We're sitting here like nothing's going on down below, and our boat speed is 9.4 knots.
We're doing 9.4 knots. We got 13 knots of breeze. We got a shoot up, and the autopilot's driving.
And we're really just sitting down here screwing around for the last 20 minutes. So I started thinking about the currents and what it's going to take to get into New York Harbor. And our breeze is a lot different than what is expected. Right now, if you look at this, these little lines that are all pointing this way says the wind is going from the west. Well, I can tell you right now, right here, the wind is out of the south at 187. So I've stepped forward on the chart, on the forecast, and it's really not forecast to do what we've got now until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So what I did was run a little simulation, which gets us to here, and that says we're going to get there at about 8 o'clock tonight.
When he says here, he means right up in here.
Yeah.
The harbor entrance.
And this chart is very rough. If I do this, this probably looks a little more familiar. Now, this is the channel, and we have to sail up to here, and right to here, which is New York City, where we finish. So what I've done, and I'll go back to the other chart because it's easier to see, gotten an idea of the currents. So if we're going to get there at 8 o'clock, I've got to back this up. Okay, this is 5 o'clock tonight, and the current's against us. At 8 o'clock, the current is slack and just starting to go in. This is at 11 o'clock tonight, and it's still going in with current up to... There's 7 knots of current underneath this Verrazano's Bridge tonight at 11 o'clock at night.
And that's a lot of current.
7 knots is almost as fast as, well, we're going 10 knots now, but at that time it's going to be very difficult to get through there. So then you step it forward one more, and it's slack tide at 2 in the morning, and then you move it forward, and now this is at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And there is 7.4 knots of current predicted coming out the channel at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it looks like we've got a pretty good window of opportunity to get through there tonight if we can manage to get to there by 8 o'clock, which at the rate we're going is about 3.5 hours away, and it's 3:30 right now, so we're going to be there. If everything holds the same, this looks very good for us to be able to get up the channel without having to fight the current.
Which is pretty important because we're going to be pretty tired, and when you try to tack against a 7-knot current, you've got to be going faster than 7 knots to get through it, or you just throw out an anchor and wait. So that's what we're up against.